We're going to be taking you through some basic shoulder range of motion exercises that can be done at home. These can be done if you have a frozen shoulder or if you're working on your range of motion, if you're been cleared to work on range of motion by your surgeon after a rotator cuff or Bankart repair. Wait to be cleared by your surgeon before doing these exercises, but if you need a little bit of visual cues for some range of motion exercises, these should help. The first thing that we're going to do is what's called a pendulum exercise. Lisa is going to be bending over at her hips, letting her arm just dangle down. Most of the motion is coming from the hips. You really want gravity to be doing the work. You can work on pendulums in a circle. You can go clockwise and counterclockwise. You can also do this motion forward and back and side to side, almost like you're making a cross. This is a good way to get that shoulder warmed up before going on to the other range of motion exercises that we're going to show you in standing. Lisa's going to show a range of motion exercise for shoulder flexion. She's going to basically be walking her fingers up the wall, letting the wall support her hand. As she gets closer to the wall, she can go a little bit higher. You can do this exercise holding it for about 10 seconds at the end of your range of motion and then gently letting that hand slide back down. You can do this 3 times on each exercise, but certainly if you tolerate more, you can do that. The next exercise we'll show is similar, but working on a motion called abduction. She's switching hands to show you the motion on the right arm. She's basically doing a wall climb with that arm out to the side. And the higher she goes, she can inch her way toward the wall to get a little bit more range of motion. Good. The next exercise that Lisa's going to show us in standing is for passive range of motion for internal rotation. Lisa's going to take this piece of stockinette, but you can use a towel, you can use a belt, you can use a dog leash, whatever you have. Basically what she's doing is using her right arm to gently pull up to work on the internal rotation of her left arm. Lisa has good range of motion here. You may not get nearly as high, but you can certainly start down a little lower and just go to your tolerance. Again, holding for about 10 seconds and repeating this 3-4 times. Next, we're going to show you some range of motion exercises that you can work on laying on your back in supine. Lisa's going to lay down on her back. She's going to use just this prop to help to work on her range of motion. You can use a cane, you can use a yardstick, a broom handle. She's going to be working on shoulder flexion. She's basically using the prop to help her assist her left arm overhead, using the right arm to do the work. Bringing it up as far as you can, holding it there for about 10 seconds, and then bringing it back down. If you can go all the way up overhead and let those arms touch behind you, that's great. You can also do this exercise if you don't have a stick or something to help you, using the opposite arm. Lisa can show us that. She's going to hold her left wrist with her right arm and bring that up overhead. You can also work on external rotation. This is helpful to have a cane or something to do a little resistance. Lisa is working on the external rotation of that left arm. Keep the arm in close to the body with the elbow bent to 90 degrees, and she's using that right arm to gently push and hold out to the side to stretch that shoulder. The last exercise we'll show you is assisted passive range of motion for abduction. Lisa's going to straighten both of those arms out. She's going to be working on the left shoulder. She's going to turn her palm up towards the ceiling, let that left arm relax, and using the right arm to assist to bring that out. You can certainly go up as high overhead as possible. These shoulder range of motion exercises should help you to not only maintain the range of motion you have, but hopefully improve your range of motion until you can get back to formal therapy.